Hello guys, my name is Yenni Yulita Sitompul. I'm from Lancang Kuning University, Faculty of Teachers Training and Education, and I will explain to you about semantic. Semantic is the study of the meaning of linguistic expressions. Semantic is one of the main branches of contemporary linguistics. In semantic, there are 12 branches. The first one is euphemism. Do you know what is euphemism? Euphemism are words we use to soften the reality of what we are communicating to a given listener or reader. For example, where can I wash my hands? It means, where is the toilet? The toilet is over there. The example, where can I wash my hands? It is one example of euphemism. You can get more examples about euphemism such as adult movie, use the restroom instead of go to the bathroom, between jobs instead of unemployed, and etc. So, what is the purpose of study about euphemism? The purpose we study euphemism is to avoid offending sensitive people or discriminating against unfortunate individuals or underprivileged minority groups. The second branches of semantic is denotation, connotation, and implications. Hey, look! It is dove. Do you mean symbol of peace? No, I mean the type of pigeon, meaning in denotation. What is denotation? Denotation is generally defined as literal or dictionary meanings of a word in contrast to its connotative or associated meanings. Oh, so denotation it refers to the meaning in dictionary, right? Yes, you are right. You have been explained to me about denotation. So, what is connotation? Connotation refers to a meaning that is implied by a word apart from the thing which it describes explicitly. For example, Wall Street. Wall Street literally means a street situated in Lower Manhattan, but connotatively, it refers to wealth and power. Oh, I understood. I'm sleepy. You just sleep. I will take your pillow. Do you understand that word? Yes, of course I know. It is implication. Right. Implication is like something that is suggested or happens indirectly. Something that is suggested without being said directly. Something that is implied. Do you know for what we study denotation, connotation, and implication? I think to express what will we say to other with indirectly. It means not to give a comment to others as directly, but indirectly. The third branches of semantic is ambiguity. Ambiguity is a word, phrase, or statement which contains more than one meaning. For example, confused, lost, unsure, and unclear. Ambiguity has two parts, lexical and grammatical or structural ambiguity. If the ambiguity is in a single word, it is lexical ambiguity. If in a sentence or clause, it is grammatical or structural ambiguity. The purpose we study ambiguity. By introducing ambiguity in their works, writers give liberty to the readers to use their imagination to explore meanings. More examples of ambiguity in lexical ambiguity such as cheap, pen, sweet, cold, draw, and etc. In structural ambiguity such as Tibetan history teacher, a student of high moral principle, and etc. The fourth branches of semantic is metaphor, simile, and symbol. Metaphor describes one object as being or having the characteristic of a second object. For example, butterflies in the stomach, a heart beating like a drum, just going blank. Simile is a figure of speech consisting of a comparison using like or as or than. Example, my dog is as smelly as dirty sock. Symbols is something that represents something else by association, especially a material object used to represent something invisible or abstract. The example is like dove. Dove is a symbol of peace. Another example is life is a roller coaster. It means he is a rock, and it can be love is a jewel. The fifth branches of semantic is synonym, antonym, and hypernym. For example, synonym like mad, angry, glad, happy, and etc. And example of antonym is like big and small. Synonyms are words that have the same or very similar meaning. And antonym are words that have opposite meanings. Antonym has four parts. The first one is graded, the second is relational, the third is complementary, and the last is adding a prefix. The first one is graded antonym. Graded antonym are word pairs that have variations between the two opposites. For example, rich and poor. The second one is relational antonyms. Relational antonyms are pairs that have a relationship. For example, servant and master, come and go, parent and child. The third one is complementary antonyms. Complementary antonyms are word pairs that have no degree of meaning. For example, live and arrive, pre and post, questions and answer. The last is adding a prefix. Sometimes an antonym can be easily made by adding a prefix. For example, likely and unlikely, entity and non-entity, tolerant and intolerant. Hypernym. Hypernyms are general words, and hyponyms are subdivision of more general words. For example, fish. Fish is hypernym. Lionfish, Nemo, and Childs is hypernym. The another example is color. Color is hypernym. Red, white, black, and pink is hypernym. The 6 branches of semantic is collocation. Hey, tomorrow we will study about collocation. Did you learn what is collocation? Collocation is 2 or more words that often go together. The types of collocation is adverb plus adjective, adjective plus noun, noun plus noun, noun plus verb, verb plus noun, verb plus expressions with a preposition, and verb plus adverb. Example type 1 adverb plus adjective is invading that country was an utterly stupid thing to do. Example type 2 is adjective plus noun. The doctor ordered him to take regular exercise. Example type 3 noun plus noun. Let's give Mr. Jones a round of applause. Example type 4 noun plus verb is the lion started to roar when it heard the dog barking. Example type 5 plus verb plus noun. The prisoner was hanged for committing murder. Example type 6 verb plus expression with preposition is we had to return home because we had run out of money. Example type 7 verb plus adverb. She placed her keys gently on the table and sat down. Why we must learn collocation? The reason one is your language will be more natural and more easily understood. The second is you will have alternative and richer way of expressing yourself. The third, it is easier for our brains to remember and use language in chunks or blocks rather than a single word. The next branches of semantic is hyperbole. Hyperbole is an unreal exaggeration to emphasize the real situation. Example of hyperbole: my grandmother is as old as the hills. Your suitcase weighs a ton. She is as heavy as an elephant, and etc. The purpose why we must study hyperbole is in our daily conversation, we use hyperbole to emphasize for an amusing effect. In literature, it has very serious implication. By using hyperbole, a writer or a poet makes common human feelings remarkable and intense to such an extent that they do not remain ordinary. The next branches of semantic is polysemy. Polysemy is the existence of several meanings for a single word or phrase. For example, crane. Crane, it can be a bird and it can be a type of construction equipment. The next branches of semantic is proverb. Proverb is a short statement usually known by many people. For example, the pen is mightier than the sword. Another example, better late than never. Another example, hope for the best but prepare for the worst. The purpose we study a proverb is sometimes people say the entire proverb to give advice to a friend. Learning proverb can also help you to understand the way that people in English-speaking cultures think about the word. The next branches of semantic is idiom and symbol. Idiom is a phrase where the words together have a meaning that is different from the dictionary definitions of the individual words. For example, the apple of my eye, and another example, when the pigs fly. The purpose of study idiom is idioms add color to the language. Mastering idioms will make your speech less awkward and less foreign. You will also understand more of what you read and hear. Symbol. Symbol is using a word to stand for something with a deeper meaning. For example, red rose to show love, a storm cloud to show something bad is about to happen. The next branches of semantic is homonym, homophones, and homographs. Homonym. Homonyms are words that share the same spelling and the same pronunciation but have different meanings. For example, pair and pair, she and she, bear and bear, and etc. Homophone. Homophones are words that have exactly the same sound or pronunciation, but different meanings and usually spelling. For example, bear. Bear can be neck, can be the animal, and can be too tolerant. Homographs. Homographs are words with different pronunciation, meanings, and origins, but the same spelling. For example, agape. Agape same with wide open. It is from Greek word. The meaning is love. The next branches of semantic is metonym. Metonym is a word used in place of closely related word. Example, Hollywood. Hollywood is used as a metonym for American cinema because of the fame and cultural identity of Hollywood as the historical center of movie studios and movie stars. Another example is Downing Street supports the proposal. It means Downing Street is a metonym for the Prime Minister. The next branches of semantic is simile. Simile. Simile is a figure of speech consisting of a comparison using like or as or than. For example, as sick as a dog, wise as an owl. I'm like a dick. So, the conclusion is semantic is the study about language expression, which is semantic is one of the main branches of contemporary linguistics. There are many branches of semantic. It is euphemism, denotation, connotation, implication, ambiguity, metaphor, simile and symbols, antonym, synonym and hypernym, collocation, hyperbole, polysemy, proverb, idiom and symbol, homonym, homophones, homograph, metonym and simile.